Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to Spectral Readings. My name is Cameron, and this is going to be a quick tarot reading for you and also my message about the winter solstice that's come to me today on the day of the winter solstice. Now, the veil between our world and the spirit world is very, very thin right now, and it's just reminding me of the card, the Star. Now you'll see it's Pandora opening the box, and she's focusing on hope, and all of the fears and dark things that came out of the box just go by her, and they don't end up taking control of her because she has this great hope in this dark time when she opens the box. And that's kind of what's going on here. If you have a dream, you have to allow yourself to resonate with your dream and not be shaken by fear. You have to hold your ground. During these dark times, you have to hold your ground. And that's the whole thing about the Yule log. You've probably heard about a Yule log before. Maybe you don't know where the tradition came from. But during ancient times, if you had a fireplace in your house or even outside, you would light a Yule log to protect yourself from evil spirits so that there would be a light going all through the night. And that way evil spirits couldn't come through your chimney and torture you, and take your luck away and those kinds of things. Nothing to be afraid of, Do what you can to protect yourself. I have to go to great lengths to protect myself always, especially on dark days like this, which is why I'm not doing a whole zodiac reading like I would love to do right now. But nope, I have time for this, but otherwise I'm really focusing on protecting myself. I've had the wildest dreams recently, and they're fine. I meet a lot of good spirits in my dreams who are friends, but if I'm not careful, I don't have that experience. But I have like 5 dreams a night, and they're all pretty crazy. Enough about me. Something that I have for you, surprise, is I'm doing a special for my holiday season until January 2nd, where any donation I receive that's over $1.11 or more, I will send in a 1-card oracle reading to you to your email. And that's my way of saying thank you and giving back during this holiday season. Regular prices for my other services, but honestly, I have really good prices for what I offer. So that's enough about that. Let's get you a tarot reading. If you don't have an ancestral altar in your house, I'm picking up on that. It would be good to have one. And just a really quick how to do that is maybe a picture of some of your grandparents, deceased loved ones, maybe something they gave you on a table, maybe with a white cloth, a candle. Leave it lit always. Those 7-day white candles are perfect. And a glass of water. And it's just a place for them to be. Imagine that they're guests in your house and you want to take care of them. It's basically it. You want them to be happy campers. So you definitely don't want to give them nothing. But the most important thing you can give them is light, especially on these dark days. And anyway, you have the 2 of Wands again. So this is you knowing enough to be venturing out on your own. I always point out that the Hierophant is in the cave in this card, and he's kind of sending you on your way. Yep, and who knows, maybe that's me, because I'm kind of like a Hierophant, the philosopher, right? Yep, giving you good advice, and you're tapping into your own intuition to guide you during these times. 2 of Wands, Emperor. Now, Virgo, I've got to be honest, this is how I love to see you here as the Emperor. In this deck, this is Zeus, commanding, thunderous voice, like I don't necessarily have, I'm no Darth Vader, but this is you. When you say something, boom, people will listen. There's something thunderous about your presence. Now, I can see that this might be intimidating to some people, but don't worry about it. People will have to get in line or get out of line. Either one. That's kind of how I see you now. Is almost a bit divisive, but this is just something that's naturally going to happen as you progress, is you'll notice people fall to one side or to the other. But there's no point in being deliberately divisive. In fact, I advise not to be deliberately divisive. If somebody says something that you don't agree with, just say, oh, that's one way to think of it, or, ooh, that's interesting. You don't have to put your neck out for things that you don't actually care about. Remember that. 2 of Cups. Here you are putting your neck out. But for something you do care about, this is you chasing your dreams. Literally. This is Psyche, who had a dream about Cupid, and she decided to make herself a bit vulnerable and put herself out there. In fact, let me just pose for a thumbnail really quick. Yeah, putting yourself out there just for some dream or intuition. Not knowing that anything's going to come of it, but believing, and it's right behind you. Page of Wands. This is you chasing after a dream. Page of Wands is you have an idea and you're like, oh, I can do that. Yep. That's good. I loved to see the Emperor energy here with you. This is just a big warm welcome. I feel like if a king or a queen walked into this room right now, it would be like hats off, to the chest, like, hello, your majesty. That's how I feel about you right now. And I think that's how other people should be responding to you right now, which is awesome. You have a commanding presence. As soon as people realize that they can't walk all over you, like sometimes, like let's say somebody is attacking you or something like that, and you're like, you know what? Bye. I don't even have to say anything to you. You lost your privilege to talk to me. The next time you see them, if you do something like that, they will be like, realizing that they can't walk all over you. So this is people realizing that they can't walk all over you, but I see you're just so focused on yourself and your own dreams here with the Two of Cups. It's awesome. This is good energy for you, Virgo. This is not Virgo the doormat. But like I said, it's not important to be divisive. It's just your presence will make people get into line here when they realize that they don't have control or power over you. And this isn't just true for Virgos. Nobody has power over you. Nobody has the power over you. If you don't know now, you know. And here's an energy that's popping up again that was with you last time, is it's important to do something for fun. And again, when I see it, I see you drawing something. This time it's a flower. So do something just for fun, even if you would never draw anything. Or if you're like interested in drawing something, draw a flower. You might even be doing a puzzle. I see that. And then there's also something about cleaning your house with lemons. Whatever that is about. Maybe you're like simmering lemons on the stove or something. That's very trendy right now. I do pay attention to the trends on YouTube because I love to learn. Sometimes I'm bored if I'm not learning. So I'll watch to see what people are interested in now. And people are interested in freshening their house. And I see people simmering lemons and rosemary on their stove. And it's interesting to see people doing witchcraft and they don't realize it, but they love the way it makes them feel. So anyway, Knight of Cups came out, and this is you chasing after something you love. This is also you being very cautious. Knight of Cups is not the most cautious knight of the deck. I would say the second most cautious knight of the deck, but this is you really not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want your feelings to be hurt either. So you're just really eyes on the prize and walking forward and just keeping your heart alive. I get the sense that maybe people have tried to attack your heart in the past, whatever that's about. And here you are just keep swimming, like Dory in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Yep. Keeping your heart protected. That's very big for you right now, is keeping your heart protected. With you having this Emperor energy, people might not realize that you're sensitive like that. But think about what's coming in my head right now is the Grinch. Remember his heart was like so small? Well, his heart like ached, and that's why he was so mean. And it wasn't until like people loved him anyway that it was like safe for him to love again. So the heart's very important. People don't realize sometimes that sometimes even the most stone cold people just have problems with their heart chakra. I told you last time to get a rose quartz, and I mean it still. Get a rose quartz. This is Queen of Cups. This is like, here I am talking about your heart, and here's the Queen of Cups. This is vital to you. Nurture your heart. And here's another message I've told you before is don't get too focused on the coldness of success and doing what you want and running a tight ship. You know, those things can all be very cold, but there's a huge need here for you to be lovely. Take care of yourself, do self-care, stuff like that. Clean your house. We have the King and Queen of Cups here now. Give love, receive love. That's messages there. And that comes full circle for me. I'm going to give you a Nature's Whispers card, I think. Yes. Yes, I am. You know, there might be some of you who don't resonate with the holiday season or like Christmas or anything like that. So if you have tried your whole life and just never liked Christmas, maybe just try to take the values of the Christmas season and apply them to yourself. Like, it's like sentiment and magic and whimsy. So whatever does that for you, maybe just adopt that into your Christmas. You could make The Wizard of Oz a Christmas movie if that's what does it for you. Then there's something about wanting to see others kind of lead the way. Like, you don't want to be the one running the whole show. It's like, I mean, honestly, very specifically, what I'm seeing right now is you trying to teach your dog a trick and it's like it just won't get it, you know? So you just want to see the dog, like, do the trick. Yeah, something about that. I say very specific messages because I think that they apply metaphorically to all Virgos. But usually I am seeing somebody very specifics, like dog or something. People tell me that. But we're all riding this wave together. Okay, Nature's Whispers card for Virgo. I see somebody drinking a hot chocolate and thinking, tell me about love. So, chocolate in itself can make you feel love. I want to remind you not to, like, if, let's say you find somebody who's perfect, but they're in a relationship right now. Don't get wrapped up in them. It's like, I'm not telling everybody that they have to be monogamous, but if somebody is monogamous and they're in a relationship, it's bad luck to get in the middle of that, trust me. There we go. Ooh, be in service. These cards are so beautiful. I'll read this to you, number 41. Give back to the world. When we give in equal portion to that which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help create the energy needed to support humanity. That's very, very, very big. When you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. And make sure that you always give a little when you receive, at least. Otherwise, it can kind of ruin things for you. Even like your boss. I mean, and this might sound backward if your boss makes 100 times more than you, but just give a little, you know? And if you literally can only give a little, give your boss a gift that costs $1, you know? Just be honest, but do what you can. It'll open doors for you. A thank you note. Write a thank you note to somebody. Especially a handwritten thank you note. Like if somebody invites you over for something, or if you have a really great time, or if you're, you know, someone was nice to you, a handwritten thank you note goes a long way. Okay. Message in a bottle. This is a beautiful summery scene. Someday. Number 15. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. I'll tell you about that in a minute. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. When this card comes out in this oracle deck, this is Spirit saying yes. Like if you were looking for a sign, this is the sign. Now, something that I tell people all the time, if they're like, I don't know if I'm receiving messages from spirits, how can I tell, etc. Well, if you have no idea about anything like that, a great place to start is to learn the meaning of numbers. Read them, and then look, you'll see them. It be like that. Learn the messages, the languages that Spirit talks to you in, and you'll notice that you receive more and more. Now let's see, is there anything else? I will tell you about love. I'll use the Romance Angels deck. I suppose I could make a video about attracting love in different ways. There's a very powerful bath that I know about. That's too many. Clear and concise message for Virgo. There's something about you having a crush on someone in elementary school, or like a couple of crushes, and now you just don't have those same emotions. I think things might just be a little too complicated for you. But let's see. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. If you're in a partnership right now, this card is for you. And it says, keep working on it, don't give up. Give it time. You're very lucky. That's what I see, is you're very lucky. And sometimes you might forget. Now I'm going to do a card just for the single Virgos out there, because I see you. What's up for the single Virgos? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking these steps to... Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Sorry, sometimes I see messages while I'm talking. So put yourself out there and make the effort. If somebody is flirting with you, you might not realize it. That's what I'm seeing. If somebody's like messaging you or something like that, or like saying things to you, you might not realize that they might just have a hard time expressing that they're interested. That's big. It's very big. make the effort. Put yourself out there a little bit. And what am I seeing? Eye contact. If you're meeting somebody in person, eye contact is huge. And even if this is just a message to put in your pocket and save for later, it's very big. This is so important, I'll tell you. So let's say you have a crush on somebody and you're interested in them. You probably want to make eye contact as much as possible and not be like, trying to avoid. And if they look at you like immediately looking away, they'll get the wrong impression. You want to make sure you're giving people the right impression. If you feel like they deserve your time, give them your time, give them your attention, and they will definitely respond much better than if you yourself are anxious and you just don't know how to respond, or if you're like so in your head. Just allow yourself to make the effort and put yourself freaking out there. That's big. I even almost said a swear word for you. Well, Virgo, those are going to be all of the messages for you here on this solstice. I'm going to leave a solstice meditation in the comments that I'm personally going to do tonight from one of my teachers, Crystal Heinemann of the Psychic Soul. She's amazing, and I love her meditations. And you can do this at any point, even if it's like a week from now, even if you're not in the northern hemisphere, just do this meditation if you have like a half hour. It'll change your life, most likely. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you haven't subscribed before and this is your first time. Hello and welcome. Personal readings information is in the description box below. Any donation $11.11 or higher, well, no, $1.11 or higher, I will give you an oracle card. Just like this one that I gave to all of you earlier. But I'll see you next time. I personally want to do a zodiac reading for every single sign again. I want to do those at least once a week. But every time I sit down to do one, it's just not the time. I think tomorrow will be good for that. But anyway, thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.